What's next after SPM? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As all of you have noticed, look at my new hairstyle. Yeah, this is the old me. I used to have the middle part, but now I have the side parting, which is very nice. And to all of my fellow audience, what's next after SPM? Could it be a job or study? And if I do, and if obviously if I wanted to go to study, what course should I pick? And right, there's a lot of different categories, from science streams to art majors to all that stuff, laws and all that stuff. So which one do I choose? So if you want to go work, you can go work if you want, but most people would go to study for the pursuit of their dream career and all that, etc. So before we start into the uni life, what course do I want to pick? So this is based on my experience. There's no life advice, and this is just my 2 cents. So if you can follow if you want, and I hope this can give you a sense of direction, because just know that I'm also in the state of the unknown, and we're both the same. And I hope that can comfort you, because not everybody knows everything in the world, in this world. And if you ask somebody in their 30s, in their adulthood, they might not even know what to do after that, etc., etc. You might look at them, oh, this guy knows what he or she is doing, but actually inside their heads, no. We are all learning. Okay, first and foremost, I'm gonna pursue law. I'm going to pursue law in Dengkil, UiTM, Asasi Foundation, Life. I got there, alhamdulillah, it was my first choice. But how did I know that I wanted to do law? First and foremost, if you wanted to know, in my Form 4 life and in my Form 3 life, not really in my Form 4, during the PKP and COVID, I really explored the idea of myself, what I wanted. And I realized that I really delved into politics. Wait, don't see this as a red flag or anything. I delved myself into politics, hoping that I would be more immersed in the topic and learn more things about my country and the political climate of the world. Because I have this philosophy where I say that in anywhere you go, there is politics, right? In a workplace, there is politics. In a government, there's politics. In school, there's politics. What do I mean by politics? Politics is just the idea of your status. What do I mean by your status? By the idea that, oh, somebody can, fitna you, or can lie to you in order to get a position. In schools you have positions like high community. So when you have positions, you have politics. Always, doesn't matter. In government, there's a lot of more positions, so a lot of more politics. Doesn't matter where you are, there is politics. That's why you have heard of office politics, school politics, if you have heard of school politics. But the most common thing is office politics. So yeah, that's the first thing. I was very drawn into politics for a short moment, and after that I really hated the idea of watching politics. That's why I started hating the news, because it was all BS and all this politics, but does it ever make sense? So I stopped politics until now. But then I had this book, see, in Form 4 I had this Anything But the Law book. So you can see, like, in Form 4, like, when I had it was like a law essay on politics and economics. So you can see at that time I was very dwelled, I was very immersed. I read this book until like halfway already. So I can see that I already had that tendency when I was in Form 4. But then I remembered, so that was the first thing that poured me into like law and all that, because politics are like law and all that stuff. But I'm not planning on focusing on politics anymore if I go into law, just for the sake of just learning about the law now. I used to like love it because of politic climate, it was crazy in Malaysia, right? But then now I stopped anyway. I stopped and I'm just continuing back, but this time for the sake of just learning about the law instead. You see, the history of the law in Malaysia and all that, etc. So that was the first one. And secondly, I went to this expo where in UITM, where we all had these courses given to you. So I already had the credits because I got 7 A's, right? So I can easily go into UITM if I wanted to. It's not a brag, it's not a cocky thing or anything, but it's just that, there's this idea that, there's a lot of courses. Imagine like you have all of your courses that you wanted. So I straight away, in my instinct, went into law and also public admin. You can see there's like a common thing in law and public admin, because in public admin there are also law, and if you wanted to go from public admin to law, you can do that too, you see. So I straight away focused towards law and also public admin. So you can see that I had that idea of public. It was like, it wasn't something that I intended to anyway. It was just something that that it was in my guts. Law and also public admin. I straight went into both of them. That was my first two options, and then I wanted delve into computer science and science, blah blah, architect and all that stuff. But that was after law and public admin. Public admin is like a diplomat. It's also that you learn about the law and stuff. It's like, yeah. Then it clicked me. So I had this tendency, to go into something law based, So I was like, okay, maybe that's the idea that I wanted to pursue. So yeah, so that's why I went into not yet, but I have registered my name under UiTM Dengkil Law. So I'm gonna go there, and I hope I can meet some good friends, and yeah, that's all from me. So remember, this is just my 2 cents, and this is just out of the blue I wanted to do, and it was very spontaneous, and yeah. And when I read this back, it was like a good book, like very like on Bumi Putra privilege and all that stuff. But remember, I'm not going in for politics anymore. I'm just learning because of the law now. See. One of the tips that I gotten from Project Elon, I'll give this link in the description below, is that before you go into the course that you want, immerse in yourself in that topic, in that foundation, in that topic, so that you have a better foundation, a better idea on what course that you want to pursue, so that once you enter it, you have a stronger core, a stronger system, a stronger idea, a stronger values of what course. Yeah, you get the idea. It's like if you have like a block of chain, a block of knowledge, inside that, let's say this is the law idea of the knowledge of law. This like my foundation, like this like the books here, this the thing that I got, this is the thing that I want, my foundation, my core idea, stem, the background, the history of law and all that stuff, so that I have a better idea on what is law. See, it's like that. See, so yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a short video. Maybe I can give you another insight on why I did this video and all that stuff, but it was very spontaneous. It wasn't on my list of ideas, so I just had to do this. So I hope all of you out there have a greater idea and a greater concept of majors. And believe me, there was once upon a time where I really felt down, and I really felt anxious on what to do, because as most people think, what you do is gonna determine the whole course of your life, right? So yeah, I did really put a lot of effort into that. I asked a lot of people sometimes, yeah, I asked about law people, what you want to do, blah 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 blah. I asked about computer science because I was really my second choice was computer science anyway, and medicine was my last because I didn't want to do medicine. So I just focused and just thought about should I do medicine? Should I do this, or should I do that? So it was a lot of idea and a lot of thinking, a lot of system processing, and just realize that you are not alone. Okay, you are not alone. So that's all from me. Thank you.